Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So I think today we're going to return to the planet and do a light freighter starport bay, somewhat similar to where the Millennium Falcon was resting on Tatooine. Was it Bay 94? But not exactly. So yeah, let's see what we get to. I'm going to delete our cube, and I'm going to start us off with a circle. And I'm thinking scale-wise, I want it to have a radius of 25. I think that's going to be the 50-meter space inside the bay. That seems acceptable to me. 32 seems like a good number. I'm all right with that. So yeah, okay. Sounds good. Tab, fill it. And I'm just going to go ahead and save too. Where are we? New 260811. Freighter Bay. Freighter Bay sounds like, something you find up in Northern Ontario. All right. So this will be the inside circle of our bay. Let's now along normals. No. Scale out. Undo. Come on. Undo. Scale. Extrude region. We just go bigger on our own. Just do it once. I was going to do it in sections, but scale. I'm just going to take it out to about here. Give it some land around it. Okay, cool. Good, those are all right. That's just that view. If we need to adjust it, we can. Let's just make sure. Face. No, there is another face underneath it. Okay. AM distance? There's no vertices though. Is it? Let's see. X face. Okay. There we go. Now we're down to 1. I don't know where we're getting 2 from. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now, that's the inside of our bay. We're going to want to loop for the outside. We're obviously, this is kind of more ground than building too, potentially. But let's see. Yeah, okay, fine. There's our ground. 3, Shift D, P section. Separate it out. Move, new collection to bay. And we'll move this one, new collection, ground. Okay. So let's see. Height. We want to edit our bay. And I don't know. No, we're negative anyway, but sure. -10. Just gonna have to fix all that. Normals. I don't know. -6. 5. Okay, cool. X face. Good. And then we're just gonna bridge edge loops. We lost our ground. And bring our ground back in. fill. Now let's see how badly we're facing the wrong direction. Totally 100%. Good. Okay. Now we are correct. And this one's also wrong. Cool. I'm gonna grab this thing and actually right? Did it work? No. Just grab this edge or edge. EZ. Fill. What an ugly mess. Now we're cooking. Cool. And bring the whole thing up a little bit. Okay, so now our floor's above the ground. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Save. Now, how do I want to do this? I kind of wanted this edge here. I'm just gonna just get rid of this line for right now. Oh, I can't. Let's just take this whole side then. There we go. And scale Shift Z. I kind of wanted to do that. Oh, and you know what all right. I think I've just wasted a ton of time because I wanted to have it 5 sides too. So just delete this. We're just gonna start over again. Mesh. Cylinder. 5 side, not versus 5. Yep. Radius of 25. Yep. Even go a bit more. I'm gonna go 28. Depth of 10. All I needed to do was that. Okay, right. Well, GZ5. Now, I'm going to tab X face. Great. Now take all that, Q, add modifier, solidify. We're going to solidify it out. I could have done this before and saved us time, but whatever. 5, offset of 1. Right? Yes, bigger. Cool. And apply it. Now I have what I needed. Without a pain in my ass. And this, Control R, add 2 edge loops. Yes, so that one's underneath, but there's our base. All excellent. Okay. Woohoo! Why I didn't do that initially? I don't know. I didn't think about it. But we got good geometry. We could cut these sides more if we wanted to. Let's do that. Each one's 4 cuts. Sure. Five-sided faces or shapes are a pain in the ass because it's hard to mirror them, but there you go. You still have it. And it's what I wanted. Now let's take this wall and I want to scale it in ever so slightly. Let's just say 0.95. Let's give us a slight angle to that wall. Okay, sure. Then R1, yep. Should line up pretty close. Let's see. Yep, close enough for what we care about. Right. Now we can select, check or deselect. No active vertex edge face. What are you talking about? Let me just do it this way then, I guess. Fine. Oh, we got an off number, don't we? And take the center of each one. Cool. Yeah, let's do it this way. Just gonna give it some, not really constellations, but you know, constellations inset, but I guess kind of, and up. I don't want them to be building. It's not a. It's just structural. It's not going to be like another room up there. So 2 meters, I think, is fine. Okay. Save. Then we're going to want a door, maybe multiple doors. Let's say door here and here, door here. Let's kind of do that alternating. And here. Which way we want to do? Can't do all alternating because it doesn't work that way. But that's fine. Yeah, I'm into that. Okay. And anything else would be big for a door, but well, it could be bay doors. So Alt E along normals. -5, which works because we extended it out. Perfect, right? Yep. Cool. Good deal. I'm kind of into this. Now, actually, what happens? What would be cool? What if I'll just take this whole edge, hide. This whole edge, hide. L, hide. So it's just that top part. Now let's take all of these, add that, and just cut to it. I'm gonna have to do it probably manually is the fastest, right? It may not be worth it to go all the way around either. We'll try. We'll see. Okay, take all those loops now. Not that loop. And bevel them 1.5. Okay. I don't know. Let's just see how this looks. Bridge edge loops. Bridge edge loops. Okay, these. Alt E, let's do faces along normals. Out to like that. Sure. And let's see. Number of cuts. 2. It gets a little weird, but I'm okay with that. I don't think we're gonna really necessarily look too much. Doesn't look like we lined up right though. Undo. Oh, we're at an angle. That's why. Of course. Hmm. I mean, it's okay. Do I hate that we're at an angle? Maybe a little. I could fix it too. I don't mind that it goes down a little. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Three. I'll select each of these. Not that. Come on, Seth. Not the bottoms. Right? Yes. Shift G. Coplanar. Right? No. I want to do that. Just trying to decide how the best to handle this. But I do like that it kind of comes down a little. So that's fun. But then I want, let's see. Is that flat? E. No, it's going down. Normal. Just thinking, and apparently I'm having a hard time with that today. Okay, I want to have SZ0, right? Is that flat across now? Doesn't look like it's going up or down. Undo. Solve this object. Forget it. It's going to take this face here. Hide it as well. There we go. 7, 9. Cool. So I want it to kind of come down like that, but then I want these faces. All those faces, right? Global SZ0. Flattened. Okay, so yeah, so it comes down and it does that. And we're going to do the same thing on the top. There we go. Now we're cooking. Flattened. So it dips in and then it flattens out, which is cool. That'll work for us. Now, select all these and Alt E along normals, right? Cool. Sure. Then I think I'll just grab these. Mm-hmm. Hey, Alex, good to see you, man. Yeah, doing all right. Let's see, Alt E along normals. Yeah, again, yeah, perfect. Close to there. Now we're cooking. Good. And we should be lined up flat again. Yes, we are. The halls angle a little bit, but the floors and the ceiling are flat. Control E, bridge edge loops. And cut 2, right? Or 1. We'll just do a cut 1 because it makes our life easier. Control E, bridge edge loops, cut 1. Cool. Nice. This was way more complicated than it needed to be, but this is what happens when you don't necessarily think about what you're doing and you just kind of go with it. Sometimes you have to fix stuff. But now we have this really kind of neat tunnel around the inside of our thing, right? And it's a little angled, but again, I'm okay with that. We could straighten it if we wanted to. Well, that's an issue, is it? Or do we care? That one, just a little weird, but all right, I'm not going to mess with it too much. Turn off face orientation. Great. It's working for me. We can work too hard at being perfect. I'm into it. We might put some doors and stuff on top, but I think this will be good for our brick structure. Save it again. I'm going to duplicate it, move it to a new collection, old. Turn it off, just in case I ever want the low poly version again. And I need to open a new Blender. Do I have it over here? Nope. Okay. We're going to go grab our procedural bricks, masonry. Where's my hard drive? There we go. Procedural masonry generator. And we're going to have to tweak it around a little bit because it never works the way we want it to, but it'll get us close. Right. We're going to go with this one, I think. Test 1, sure. Copy objects. Come back over here, put it in collection, keep it neat, paste. Great. Now, make sure this is rotation scale set. Cool. We're gonna make these bricks way bigger before we start editing it, just so it doesn't fill us up. Brick height is gonna be 5, width 5, depth 5. Let's try that. Now, this to this, link, copy modifiers. That didn't work yet, but it will. Let's see, turn off. Control 1. I said turn it off. This one. Okay. See if that helps us. On top, simple. Now turn back on. Okay. Let's keep playing with it. That's getting better. Just needs some. It needs edges to deal with it. So maybe instead of doing it this way, just turn it off right now. Tab. Bring everything back. A. W subdivide. I just want to see it. 7. 7 should be good. Now, link, copy modifiers. It's going to be a lot more. 7 might be too much. Oh, I had a catmull on it as well. God damn it. I had a subdiv on there. Okay, remove the subdiv. Remove the subdiv on this one as well. Turn this back on. Load some more bricks. Still not right, but getting better. Okay. Let's take. Turn it off just to edit. 10. 10. We've depth it. Vertical spacing. I think that's an aspect. We are in angular mode, yes. On. It gets weird. 20. Yes. Horizontal spacing 0.1. Much better. 0.3. Still much better. 0.45. Yes. Okay. We might even just do this and then just nuke the other ones. That might make our life the best. Sometimes I struggle with this tool. Certainly works better when it's smaller, but we could try making them smaller. Let's go to 10 and 5. There's no reason the bricks. Yeah, we could go with smaller bricks. It certainly makes it more clean. Kind of like them sticking out like that on the sides because it's putting them all around the inside too. So mass material, non-generating surface is what it's called. Okay, interesting. Does this have that material? It does. So let's take this and link materials as well. Now, what happens if I come into this object now? I'm going to turn this off and Shift G area. Cool. Yeah, all those, and assign those to non-generating surface. That might be better. Let's see. Much better. Makes our life much happier. We can even do one more time because let's do it. Come in, and if we grab, I want to say basically around all of our doors, or undo first off, back. Let's see if I can do it this way. Shift G, select area. Cool. Control plus. That helps me a lot. That all of them? Yes. Assign all that to non-generating surface. And then I want to shift hide and 1. See what I'm looking at, and Let's hide all that. Now, Shift G area, Control I. These ones we're still going to allow mortar. Morning, Michael. Good to see you, sir. Okay, so good, maybe. Let's try it. I'm trying to be a bit more precise with this tool than last time. My doors didn't look like they got on. No, kinda. Select. There's all that around there. So why did those other ones get it? I don't know. Shift G area. I'm just going to increase this up a bit just so we get all of those sides once as well. Assign those to non-generating surface. And G area. Okay, cool. Assign all that to non-generating surface. Okay, now let's come back in. It's fun. I don't love how they overextend like that, but I can live with this. It's certainly way, way better. Horizontal spacing, I want a bit more, 0.5, maybe? If I go horizontal, let's take it all the way to 1, which would be too much. Yes. That's 1 brick's difference in between each brick. Non-generating, is it working? Doesn't look like it's doing anything over there. Well, maybe it is. It's hard to tell. Offset amount 0.5. Yeah, just keeping it play with this thing. Give me a top accent. What does it give us? Just curious. Doesn't really seem to give us much of anything. Oh, it does help. Turn back on again. It came on and off in a blink. But no, it doesn't really seem to give us much of anything. Okay. Vertical spacing is good. Offset amount, I think I did want 1. And maybe I'll make them a little smaller again too. We can go with, let's try a 3. The square. I don't mind the square actually. Does not appear to be using the what you call it, mask though, in any way that I can tell. Horizontal spacing 0.5. That's all right. We're going to go with that, I think. Cool. I'm spending a whole bunch of time just sort of messing with it, honestly, mostly for fun. So, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, geometry nodes all the way over to the end. realize the instances. I've added a whole shit ton of actual geometry now. Yeah, it's all one thing. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and apply because I have a copy of it, which I will use, I think, for stuff. Tab. I just want to see what's the material on that. Can I just do an L? Grab everything that's not the brick. I can if I want to. That's just the brick then, which we then turn back on old. And we'd have the brick on top of our other simplified one for right now, which I don't hate at all. Although I think I'm going to merge them anyway. So, but it feels like the geometry is a little better. So let's duplicate it and do it with this one anyway. Shift D, M, Bay, M, Bay. I'm just going to delete this sucker because I don't need it anymore. Well, no, we'll keep it for right now, just in case we want to break up something else later. Although I've changed all the scales. Yeah, well, too late now. Cool. Okay, so take this. We still have old. Turn off old. This and this. Let's join them together. And try modifier, add a modifier, a remesh. Point one actually looks pretty good. Just kind of want to get it to be one ugly looking thing, basically. I think I'm into that. Apply all. Sure. Okay, we have established, we have made a decision. May or may not be a good decision, but we have made a decision. We still have our tunnels all the way through here. I feel like I'm playing an old 1990s video game. It's like playing Castle Wolfenstein or Doom. Probably more Doom. Okay. And I want to now put a person in here. Yes, exactly. You have something. That is a success. Great. These doors are huge. We wanted them huge. They feel good. We can always put bay doors on them and kind of clean it up a little bit. Perfect. I want to F4 append our green material from Colonial Homestead. Materials. Tell me I called it green or something, right? Dirty green gray brick. I did. Gotta love it. Append. Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay. Material. Green gray brick. We're just going to get rid of these other things. Tab. A. Cube project. Cube size is going to be 2. So let us see the fruits of our bricks. Hmm. I think we can use this. We might change the scale. S5. Let's see. Take a look. Or the other direction, which way we wanted to go. S.1. Yeah, that's actually better. Even going now, S.5, take it even smaller. Cool. Yep. Ground's a little wonky, but we can work on that. But it looks good on the bricks. Cool. Now, I don't think we need this to be 4.5 million polys. So let's just decimate it, take the time now, and just make our life a little easier later. I don't think we're going to modify the mesh in any way it's going to matter. So let's just decimate it. 2.3. Let's take it down to like 0.2. There's no need for us to keep it as big as it is right now. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Under 1 million is great. Under 1 million, I'm going to take it no matter what it is. And clearly we got some wonkiness that we're going to have to like fix too. So having it be smaller polys will make it better for Booleans or just editing if we need to. I guess larger poly, smaller poly count. All right, great. That's great to see. Okay, so let us come through and make some doors now. I think we'll keep using the same kind of doors that we've been using on the space elevator. Yeah, I know, but most of these are not flat edges, so it doesn't really matter right now. This is way more deliberately up, but all of the stuff that's really important. I could do that first and then get that down, I guess, but it doesn't matter. This is much more of an organic shape than that. Let's go there. Right. Yeah, let me pull this off where I can see what I'm doing. Get bash 3D. Future War. Oh god, I didn't want the whole thing. Great. Come back. Come back to me, Blender. Make that up there. There we go. Okay. Yep. Both good. I admit to being just sort of a little fast and loose at this stage. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. Do I want like the massive airlock doors? They're kind of cool. But nah. I think we're just gonna go with more of a garage door. Although the airlock doors are cool, like the big double doors. Split the difference. Do one of these. Let's see. Cool. Sure. Why not? R. 360 divided by 5. Sure. Which way is it facing, though? Cool, correctly. So we'll start on that side. Let's just scale it up a bit. And this is where having the original one could be kind of handy. First off, I hate Alt-P, clear parent, and it undid my rotation, didn't it? Oh, no, it just undid the move. Kept the rotation. Cool. M2 Bay. What is test? Oh, that's that thing. Turn off collection. I don't want to see you anymore. Turn off this. Turn back on old. Great. Okay. This bad boy here. Tab. Come in. Just 2. Great. Door object set origin to 3D cursor. Object set origin, geometry to origin. And then local. Right. Yep, cool. You're still local. Bring it forward. Cool. Turn this one back on. Hold off. Although I'll probably turn back on again if I need to keep doing this. Really just depends how much we care. I don't think I care that much. Okay. I can't do a circle array because there's different sides on each one. So I kind of hoisted myself on my own petard on that. Well, I could do it, then realize it, and then... Do we want to do that? That could be fun, just to sort of make it different. Alt-R, Alt-G, back to center. Cool, let's try it. Always fun. Add a modifier, array. We want to go with a circle. We want a 5 count. And a radius of, I said 28 before, but I think that's going to be too much. Yep. Okay. Cool. I think I might just rotate this thing. RZ72. No, divide by 2, right? 36. Yep. There we go. Radius, bring it in. We'll get it right for the regular ones, and then we'll just move, edit, and duplicate. Bring it up and decrease our radius some more. Cool. I think that is pretty much perfect. Now, no curve selected. I'm not doing a curve. I'm doing a circle. Kiss my ass. Cool. Apply. Edit. Now, come in here. Alt-Z. Okay. Yeah, this is where it gets to be a bit of a pain because now I don't have it lined up anymore. But P, separate section, come back out. Okay. Object set origin to geometry. Is there a way to rotate the origin 72 degrees? Because that would be fantastic. I don't know. Let me just Google that real quick because I have never tried to do that. Blender, rotate origin. Affect only origin in the tool options. Control plus period. Cool. So let's try it. Control period. All right. Let's see. In the end panel tool. Affect only origins. RZ72, RZ36. No. $18. Awesome. Learn something new every day. Love it. That will be handy all kinds of ways down the line. And just move it over here. That's going to make my day in the future. Cool. Fun, fun, fun. Come back to this. Tab. P section. Come out. Grab it. Object set origin to geometry. Affect only origin. RZ18. Oh, God, that's beautiful. GY. 6.7, sure. And then Alt D, GY 13.4. Sweet. Bunches of doors. Love it. Now, just because I take this, which door? Is it its own object? I want its own object. Make sure. No. Is this one its own object? No. We'll make it its own object. Tab. Come in here. L, L, X. Faces? Yeah. Cool. I'm not going to delete it. L, GY, GX. I'm going to say it's, for whatever reason, it slides in, right? Right. Undo it all so I can make sure I get it once. Okay, GX minus 1. Is that enough? Cool, yes. L, GX minus 1, GY. I don't love that it's got that, so let's just fix that here real quick. I'm just gonna, well, actually, might be the easiest things to have these. Shift D, P section, come out. Grab them. Tab A, Control E, bridge edge loops. Not bevel. Bridge edge loops. Great. Weird. Okay. That, minus. Cool. I'm kind of into that. Just look at this one more time. I just want to take this and slightly move it out. And this. Slightly move it out. Does some wonky shit to the floor, but you know, it's not too bad. I'm going to apply that Boolean. And then just turn off cutters. So we got a door that's open. Maybe not. No, that's right. Those are close enough. No, it's fine. I just wanted to have an open door in there. Not a bad thing. Okay. Now I want to put some lights and shit on this thing too. Turn back on the old one, which we have to rotate now. 30, right? RZ 36. Yes. Okay. Solo it. So this is giving us our points here. Kind of into that. Cool. I could do it by circle, but I don't want to because I don't want to actually. So let's just grab here, 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 to here. Grab this inner ring, and it doesn't want a ring for me. So we'll just do it this way. That's a whole inner ring. Oh, we got more than that. I don't want that. Nothing selected. Shift hide, right? Good. Q curve extract. Great. And grab it. And we're going to move it to bay. And turn off old again. Okay. Great. Now let's go grab Ian's light that we love. I can never remember what it's called, so I always have to go look for it. And I'm always like, oh yeah, that's what it's called, but shrink down my size. Beacon. That's what it is. Bring in the beacon. Alt-G, Alt-R. Okay. The beacon, we're going to add an array to. It's going to follow a curve. It's going to follow that curve. And we want count 15. And we don't want to align rotation, right? No, or do we? No, we don't want to align rotation. And tab RY90. Cool. There they are. Now we can take this curve and GZ, bring it up just a little bit and scale out just a little bit, and then GZ down just a little bit. So we have 3. We can add more because that's the beautiful thing about this now. It's on a curve. We got 3 per side. We got 4 per side, 20, 25. 25's looking good. 5 per side's looking good. Okay. Taking a look. Cool. Doing well. Let's move beacon into bay. I think I'm gonna make all the doors one object again, so I can maybe adjust the materials later if I want to. But for right now, we're gonna leave them like they are. Okay. Then we're gonna duplicate this curve, scale it out to like the outer side there. Sure. This is beacon curve. This is going to be antenna curve. Spoilers. And I'll grab the one. I'll use Kai's. I like Kai's. Nice and simple. We'll use this one. I want it at origin, right? Origin, cool. And for some reason, he defaults them to turned off, which we just need to fix. I want it turned on. Okay. Then we're going to give it an array. Cool. And we're going to set it to curve. And we're going to pick antenna curve and a count of 5. And turn off align rotation. Yeah. And it's interesting how it chooses where to put them. Maybe let's do 10. Let's see how we feel about that. Yeah, that's cool. And then take this curve down. Line it up there. Nice. Yep, that's working for me enough that I'm comfortable with it. Okay. So I kind of want to ship in here, and it might be a good idea to put the ship in here next before we start adding stuff. So I think it's gonna be a multi-day project. But let's start making ourselves a ship to put in here so that we can add stuff around it. And then we'll keep them going. So we're just gonna save this file for right now. Kind of put it to the side. Make a new one. And I'm gonna actually grab let's see, my modified procedural spaceship generator. This is a modification of an existing add-on I got on Blender Market back when it's called Blender Market. But I added some of my own parts to it, so it makes different ships now. Although it still has their parts too. Copy objects. And file new. general. Don't save. Planet surface. We're back on the surface. Sorry, I said that at the start of the stream, but no one was here. Yes, we're back on the surface. Yeah, and it brings all that stuff in that, you can see. These are all the parts that we're using. And we just want to use just want to solo that right now. And come back to it. And we're going to drop to detail level 1 to make it faster. General seed. Some number. It's actually not a bad looking. Exactly. Take their tool, add parts to it. Now it's your tool. Great. Wings. I don't know if I want any wings. No, it's just that is a fucking brick, which for a freighter is kind of a cool idea, actually. Do I have a cockpit? Where's our cockpit? I know there's a way to control it here. Fins amount, tank seed, cockpit size of 1. Where's it put it? Oh, it may not be on here until I increase our detail level to at least 2. Let's see. Oh, I don't see the cockpit, but actually, you know what? I think it's fine for what I'm starting with, and we're going to modify it. So I don't know that I hate that. I don't know. Let's try one more though. Don't just jump with the first thing we randomly created, much as I love doing that. Ooh, even better. Those all look like guns though. I don't really want a bunch of guns on them. Antenna amount. Is it antennas? You set it to 0. Turret amount 0. Antenna amounts. I kind of like those other ones though. Let's see. I mean, I can always just pull shit off of it myself. That's not a problem. We got scaffolding. We got pipes. But we don't have them yet because we can still go up to detail level 4, I think is the maximum. Let's see. Yeah, 4 is working for us. We're in our own file. So pipe UV map, color ID, call ID, yes, sure. Cool. Can I apply it or do I have to edit this one? I don't remember. Apply all. I truthfully just don't remember. No, looks like that does it. Now, are there sub elements to it? No. Should be good. Let's just make sure. See, copy objects, file, new, general, don't save. I don't want to bring all this crap across if I can avoid it. No, it brings all that crap across. See? So what we're going to do is, because I don't care about the materials anyway, file, export, OBJ. And where are we? Freighter bay. Freighter. File new. General. Kiss my ass. Import obj. Freighter. It's still brought. Oh, I didn't select only all. File. Do one more time. Export obj. Selected only. Freighter. Now file new. This should work. Yes. Cool. Let's see what the size is on. I didn't even care before, but now we're going to mess with it. So 36 meters long is actually perfect. I love that it's taller than it is long. Oh, no, it can't be. That's got to be rotated. Rotation scale. Yeah. Okay. It's like, that can't be right. It's going to be, so we allowed for 55. I'm going to say 48 meters long. So, and I just apply that to all of them. Keeps our ratios together. Yeah. 48 by 27. That's, if for Star Wars nerds out there, roughly the size of the Millennium Falcon. Only obviously it's not as narrower. So, but let's save our ship too. And freighter. Okay, and let's see what kind of garbage we have for materials. Not too bad, but we're not going to keep it. And let's get rid of the floor. I hate the floor. Okay. Alrighty. Too many gun-looking things. I think the back is going to be. Ooh, that's a lot of engines. I didn't even notice that. Okay, well, let's adjust that too. Tell me this is its own material, right? Right, please. No. Lights. Let's see if I can do it this way. Lights engine select. Yes. Control L. Link. Can I get a little more? No. Okay, it's still better than nothing. Delete the vertices. Gone, because I do not want all of these. Okay. Select. Everything is red. Just trying to find the best way I can do this. Shift hide. Cool. That'll help. Goodbye. Hello. There we go. Okay. That helped a lot. And then this is plates. I think we got way no. Ooh, no, it is just that, I think. Oh, well, there's a little more, but almost just that. Good for us. Cool. I swear I spend half my time just deleting somebody else's stuff after I've used it as a starting point. Well, I had a vague notion of it until yesterday, and then I actually looked to see how big the bay was on Tatooine when I was thinking about making this today, and that's where I got confirmed. But I was very close in my estimates of what the Millennium Falcon size should be. Yes, I'm a nerd, Michael. Come on. Now I can just get rid of those last few because they're just touching too many things. Let's kind of do this, 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 this. this. Still the fucking rings. God, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Hide. Yes, thank you. That was an ordeal, but we got rid of all those silly little engine things. Are there more? There's something else. Oh no, there's just, is that just a hole in this ship where that is? Well, I can fill that. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Cool, better. But you were thinking it. No, it's fine. Those just feel like guns to me. I'm just getting rid of them. Some of the other ones are okay, but these big ones here just feel like guns. And I don't want them. So we got rid of them. Okay, save. We're more in line now with where we want to be. Now we can just sort of add some parts. Let's go to the big, medium, small spaceship kit because it just has some cool parts. And they're divided up nicely. And trim sheet because I don't want to worry about it. And cockpits. What kind of a cockpit do we want for the front of this thing? Kind of like, oh, wrong blend file. Right. Got to open a new one here. Get this down so I don't confuse myself anymore. Okay. Big, medium, small. Mouse shop greebles. Spaceships. Sorry, you guys can't see this. Kit objects. Trim sheets. Cockpits. I'm going to go with cockpit 9. Think of that. I want a person too, so I can check the scale on this real quick. Because I really don't have a good sense of how big we are right now. It's a big ship. It's all right. That'll fit. Take a look. Yeah, see, like that's massively too big for what the scale of this thing is supposed to be. Bring it down. Kind of, and this is not about this ship. This is about this bay. So we don't really need to stress too much about it. We could go asymmetrical. Might be fun. Let's see. Then we do get into like shades of Millennium Falcon then, and I don't want to necessarily do that. So we'll keep it on the center. Okay. And mouth parts. Hatches. airlocks. Ports and airlocks. I kind of just want to make this whole front thing like that's where the loading bay for the ship, like, because that feels kind of cool and kind of like it would work. I don't have a square loading bay though. Let's see what this one looks like. See if we can use it for something. Not really super well. Get rid of that airlock one. Let's see if this one can do. That's better for us. Let's see. Alt G. GY. Bring it forward. GZ. Bring it down. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Even just doing that, it's kind of neat. Kind of like even the clipping a little bit. Let's see. Bring it forward or back. I think just like that's fun. And again, we're not necessarily trying to make the coolest ship because we actually want the focus to be on the bay. So let's just scale X this one. Bring that in. Is that enough? Yes. Actually undo. GY. Bring it back. Now. 2. Had a cut line there, so now we can cut. Now we can scale without it really freaking this thing out. Great. The cool thing is these bumpers can almost be like, we could just let it land on those. It doesn't need landing gear, which is kind of fun. Let's get rid of Ross. Go back to friends, dude. Select all object, convert to mesh. One is not connected. Yeah, the camera, fine. I don't care. Join them together. And we might do more with it once we get it back into the other blend file, copy objects, save. But for right now, I think that's good. Paste. Is it too big? It's a little bit on the big side still. I mean, we can scale it down just a titch. Again, does not matter. I feel like we can go to there just fine. Scale. I don't want to do rotation. Guy's barely fitting in this place, but he will fit in this bay. Mm-hmm. Nice. I think that is a good, massive size. What this indicates to us is that they're not into wasted space on this planet and that these bays are no bigger than they absolutely have to be, which I think is a good thing to have as part of our storytelling. It's kind of fun. And you also have to pretty hot shit to land in this thing. I mean, computers could do it clearly, but it feels enclosed and impressive to me, which is what I wanted. So this ship is straining the bounds of what we can do, but it is doing it. Let's just check the guy against the door now that I've changed the scale just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to turn off the bay. Good. Him. Yeah, it's still bigger than a human size, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big door. Okay. And I do kind of like that this ship literally is like, they couldn't fit much bigger into here. So they're not unloading vehicles and stuff from here. Because remember, all that stuff would go to the high port and come down on the space elevator. So spaceports like this exist for smaller traders that are sometimes maybe not even operating under the basis of the law, which I think is kind of fun. So where's our ramps? Oh, again, on the wrong ship. I'm just going to close it off now. Close our freighter. Okay, this one. Bring it back again. And ramps. Like that. No. What's the rotation on this now? Minus 72.42. See, that's too big to even fit on in this ship, which is neat. They can't really do a ramp here. It's fun. Just tells us a story. We can do a ladder, and then we could pass stuff down. But that means we're going to need some form of a crane that can move around this thing, which could be fun in and of itself and something for us to play with tomorrow. But we can see that the design requires something. Or we make it bigger, but I don't think we're going to. I don't want to make the ship any smaller either. So yeah, I think we're at a pretty good spot because the introduction of the ship has created for us some design needs. We're going to need some way to get shit out of this thing. And it wouldn't always be in the same place. So since it doesn't have a side panel, we've kind of gone with that front panel idea, and we're going to stick with it. That means we need to set up a track around the outside with a crane that we can raise and lower into that, which would be fun to play with. So I'm down with that. And that is way more complex than we want to do today in the last 30 seconds. So yeah, I think we're going to call it. We got some cool stuff done though. We got our ship made. We got the initial part of our building. I'm going to move the ground down a little bit just real quick. To there. Cool. The initial part of our structure. So we can put trees and stuff outside tomorrow. And yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. And I will be back again tomorrow, and we will start building the sort of industrial design parts of this thing onto it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, take care. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow.